If you're looking for business lines of credit, bad credit from credit unions, you will love this approach that I have here. The very first credit union I want to share with you is a Service. So Service Credit Union is a great credit union for bad credit if you're looking for business lines of credit. And we love the fact that they're very flexible. Okay, you're looking at like you can actually qualify for up to $100,000, and in most cases they can go all the way to $250,000. So that's really cool in terms of flexibility. We love this a lot. And in terms of business line of credit, you're able to actually use the cash for all kinds of initiatives, for inventory, for payroll, and for other processes, especially if you are in a slow season. Okay, so Service is a really great. And now Service wants you to have an affiliation to the military, so that's the little restriction here. But you're able to actually get up to $250,000. But in most cases, the average is around $100,000 based on our research. And listen, it is still great anyway. If you have any question, you want to contact 1-800-296-4644, or you can email actually business services lending 2 at servicecu.org. Fantastic. Another credit union I want to share with you that does business lines of credit for bad credit is actually Blue Fed. And Blue Fed is really great also because they're very flexible. You actually could qualify for up to $250,000, $250,000. That's really fantastic, and they're really fast too. I mean, they are faster than Service when it comes to releasing the funds after approval, of course. Okay, and if for any reason you don't like the type of business line of credit, bad credit that they actually extend to you, you have the possibility to actually get a term loan, business term loan, a construction loan, an equipment loan, a commercial vehicle loan, or a commercial mortgage loan. So you have the possibility there. That's really fantastic. And unlike Service, the eligibility requirement for Blue Fed in terms of membership, those are pretty flexible. In other words, everybody can qualify. If you don't qualify through a military affiliation, you just can actually donate to a charity sponsored by Blue Fed, and you are in. When we talk about business line of credit, bad credit from a credit union, we cannot forget about the Consumers Credit Union. This is CCU, and CCU is really great because they allow you to actually have to actually qualify for up to $100,000. They have secured and unsecured lines of credit. Okay, and you are able to qualify for either or depending upon your financials. But the best thing we can tell you, if you are interested in having a business line of credit for bad credit from CCU, is to contact them first. You want to either call them or email them and start a conversation. So bad credit here, minimum FICO score 500. For Service, by the way, but the minimum credit score is 525. For Blue Fed is actually 550. And for CCU, you have flexibility there. That's really fantastic. So we love that a lot. And what I want to say, so to contact CCU, you want to call 847-672-1888, 847-672-1888, or you can email commerciallending@myconsumers.org. So that's really fantastic. And everybody can join CCU, by the way. You can just join the Consumers Cooperative Association, which really allows you to qualify for CCU membership, and there are no obligation except a one-time $5 membership fee, which CCU will reimburse after approval of your membership. So that's really fantastic. Next, you have America's Credit Union. So America's Credit Union, this is another business line of credit for bad credit from a credit union. They will qualify you if you have a 570. So 570 FICO score, okay, and so you can use their business line of credit for all kinds of initiatives. Whether you are managing your seasonal cash flow, financing a new business opportunity, or upgrading equipment or infrastructure, ACU's America's Credit Union, their business line of credit lets you borrow what you need exactly when you need it, and with their competitive variable rates, no annual fees, and interest-only payment options, you get the flexibility you need to help your business thrive. especially in moments of down liquidity flow. So that's really cool. And by the way, anybody can join ACU. That's just fantastic. Next, you have Logix. So if you are thinking about a business line of credit, bad credit from a credit union, Logix is a great contender, okay? Great lender, by the way. And you are able to qualify for a business line of credit all the way to $500,000. Now, if you want to go above $50,000, you might have to actually collateralize the business line of credit. And what we love about the Logix is that they have a great customer service, a knowledgeable staff, and they'll work with you. And so they have two types of business line of credit. So they have the unsecured business line of credit, and there they cap you at $50,000. And here you have terms up to 2 years, subject to annual review. And then they have what they call the capital access line of credit, and this is actually the program that allows you to collateralize your line of credit. And here they can actually qualify you or approve you, if you will, for credit limits up to $500,000. So that's really good when you really think about it. And so you can actually become a Logix member, not a problem. Now, the only problem is that, not a problem in terms of biography or profession, but the thing is they are geo restricted. So you got to live in Arizona, California, Maryland, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, Nevada, or Virginia to actually qualify for membership here. Next, you have Fairwinds. So Fairwinds is a great business line of credit for bad credit from a credit union. And Fairwinds actually offers a constellation of funding options. So you're talking about business auto loans, you're talking about business credit cards, commercial real estate, equipment financing, but most importantly, business lines of credit. And here you are looking at revolving lines of credit that can help you manage fluctuating cash flows. And so we are speaking about maximum $500,000, okay, $500,000. So that's really good in terms of flexibility. And what I want to say is that when you think about Fairwinds, I want you to think about the long run, okay? Not only can anybody join Fairwinds, but also they are very fast in terms of approving your business line of credit. Minimum FICO score 550. In terms of Fairwinds membership, Fairwinds serves members throughout the country and the world as someone who values financial stability and financial freedom. They basically can actually welcome you whatever you are, so that's really cool. If you're thinking about the best business line of credit, bad credit from a credit union, think about American Heritage. And American Heritage actually is really great in terms of flexibility. So they have business lines of credit. Of course, they also have business term loans. So you are looking at, for term loans, for instance, you have financing up to $50,000, no origination or annual fees, flexible terms available with competitive interest rates. And you also have fixed monthly payments and very fast approval. For lines of credit, you have the same conditions, $50,000. That's the maximum. So you can use the cash to finance short-term working capital, on-demand equipment purchases, or you can utilize the cash for overdraft protection. It's totally up to you. You have flexible terms available with competitive interest rates. You can borrow funds on an as needed basis. And basically, funds repaid are available for borrowing again up to your available credit limits. Okay, so that's really cool. And you are able to actually qualify for membership, not a problem. So basically, you can join by becoming a member of the Kids in Hope Foundation. So this is really cool. Especially, you don't have to worry about geography here. Next, you have NASA Fed. So when you think about a business line of credit, bad credit from a credit union, think about NASA Fed. And so you are able to have, for instance, working capital term loans and loan amounts that go all the way to $1 million. You have business vehicle loans, you have business equipment loan, and of course you have lines of credit. So basically, when we talk about lines of credit, they have all kinds of lines of credit. They have what they call floor plan line of credit, revolving lines of credit, and they have overdraft lines of credit. So NASA Fed is really the most generous credit union when it comes to business line of credit, because they have revolving lines of credit, maximum $2 million. Okay, so you have the flexibility to finance up to 80% of collateral, including equipment, personal real estate, and inventory. And you also have overdraft lines of credit up to $5,000. So this is here that this program allows you to have immediate access to your full approved limits. So that's really cool. And you are able to have a funding program that links to your business checking account, and you have competitive rates and fees. So that's really cool. And of course, you also have the floor plan line of credit. So here you are looking at the short processing time for advances and payoffs, and you can receive up to 80% not a clean trading value. So that's really fantastic. And by the way, anybody can join NASA, not a problem. Next, you have Genesis. So Genesis is a great business line of credit, bad credit from a credit union. And we love the fact that Genesis is really flexible also. And now the only thing is that they might be geo-restricted, especially when it comes to the small business line of credit, because they want your business to be located in Michigan only. Okay, so this could be a problem. So for residents of the 49 other states, they might actually not qualify. But if you are in Michigan or your business is located in Michigan, you can qualify for a small business line of credit. If you have bad credit, minimum FICO score 550, and they will actually work with you, not a problem. If you have any questions, it's just better to contact their contact center at 1-800-521-8440 extension 5, or you can just call or visit one of their branches to have more information about everything before you actually commit. Next, you have Andrews. So Andrews is a great is a great provider of business line of credit, bad credit from a credit union, and you are looking at a pretty generous lender here. You're looking at maximum $75,000 to $250,000, $75,000 all the way to $250,000. And so now the $250,000, you better have the financials to back it up. Otherwise, the average unsecured lines of credit actually is around $75,000. That's the maximum. And we're talking about all kinds of a FICO score that actually starts at 500. Okay, so you can qualify for credit limits up to $75,000 with a FICO score of 500 minimum. You have convenient access to funds through digital banking. You are eligible if your business address is within a 15-mile radius from any of their locations, but they're very flexible on that front, so they will work with you, especially if your business has solid financials. Okay, and this is something you need to work on. But overall, this is a great player, and anyone can join. Although there could be some geo limitation for business funding, so you gotta really contact the company to actually see what the conditions are as of the date of this show, for instance. Next, you have Bethpage. So when you think about Bethpage, I want you to think about a business line of credit, bad credit from a credit union that's very generous. So minimum FICO score is 600. Okay, and so you are able to actually use the cash for a lot of things. So you have a revolving line to borrow and repay as needed, and you are able to take care of finance gaps in the collection of receivables, and you are able to acquire more inventory for sale. And the cool thing about the Bethpage is that you have secured and unsecured options that are available. Okay, and we are looking at the maximum business line of credit of $100,000, depending on the location and also the strength of your financials. But anybody can join Bethpage, not a problem at all. Next, you have Teachers. Teachers is a strong provider of business lines of credit, bad credit from a credit union. Okay. And you don't have to be a teacher, by the way, to actually qualify for membership. I'll speak about membership later on. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll speak about it now. Basically, in terms of membership is open to everybody. Okay, you don't have to be a teacher. Everyone can qualify. And now there are some cases where only businesses registered in New York are eligible. You gotta have to contact the company because they keep changing their qualification requirements all the time. And so the last time we checked, they were actually approving all kinds of businesses from outside New York. But lately, we've been seeing, especially since COVID, they were actually started restricting the geographical limitations. So you want to really call them before you actually do anything, okay? But the cool thing is that you actually can call you can either call them at 1-631 698-7000, extension 1687 to ask more information, or you can just send an email to business@teachersfcu.org, so that then they will give you more information. But we are speaking about a business line of credit maximum $250,000. Now, there is actually a $500 packaging fee on a business line of credit that are $100,000 and above. So something to be aware of. Next, you have Lake Michigan and Lake Michigan Credit Union. This is a wonderful provider of business line of credit, bad credit from a credit union. And basically, they will approve you up to $75,000. That's really fantastic. And now Lake Michigan is geo restricted, so you got to be in a specific location to qualify. So now anybody can join, but they want you to be they want your business to be operating actually in Michigan and Florida, Michigan and Florida. So those are the two areas. So they have branches in Grand Rapids, Fort Myers, Florida, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Fort Myers, Florida, Naples, Florida, Sarasota, Florida, and Tampa, Florida. So this is something to really to be aware of. And the last credit union I want to share with you today, when it comes to provision of business lines of credit, bad credit from a credit union, is NIHFCU. NIHFCU stands for National Institutes of Health Federal Credit Union, but your business doesn't have to be in the healthcare sector to actually qualify. Okay, so any business, everybody is actually welcome here to apply. And the cool thing is that you have business lines of credit, you have equipment loans, you have SBA loans, so that's really good. Now, when we talk about lines of credit, we are speaking about working capital lines of credit. That's how they call it at NIHFCU. So basically, so you have for the working capital lines of credit, you have loan amounts from $100,000 all the way to $350,000. You have fixed and variable rate options. That's really good. You never have any prepayment penalties and no annual repayment requirements either. So that's really cool in terms of how you manage your line of credit. So we love that a lot. And the cool thing is that, as I said to you a little earlier, anyone can join. So there is no restriction in terms of who can join. You don't have to be to be in a specific state to qualify. And if you don't like their business line of credit, you can qualify for SBA loans. You can qualify for equipment loans. Equipment loans, we're speaking about $50,000 all the way to $350,000. You can also qualify for commercial real estate loans. We're speaking here about loans up to $5 million. And you can also qualify for other forms of business lending, depending upon the specific industry that you're in. NIHFCU can customize a funding program for your business. So here's a recap. Thank you so much for your attention. So here's a recap. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about business line of credit, bad credit from credit unions, and I gave you the approach. So the approach actually consisted of number one, Service Credit Union. Number two, Blue Fed. Number three, Consumers Credit Union. Number four, America's Credit Union. Number five, you have Logix. Number six, you have Fairwinds. Number seven, you have American Heritage. Number eight, you have NASA Fed. Number 9, Genesis. Number 10, Andrews. Number 11, you have Bethpage. Number 12, you have Teachers. Number 13, you have Lake Michigan. And number 14, you have NIHFCU. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.